The fisherman saw the fish with his own eyes. It was swimming right in front of him, only a few feet away. It was a Goliath fish, easily the biggest he had ever seen. It had to be at least 7 or 8 feet long, and it seemed to be growing bigger. He knew it was something unnatural. The radiation of the fallout had done this to the creature. He had heard stories of mutated creatures that had grown large and strange due to the fallout, but he had never actually seen one before. He had certainly never seen a fish like this. He knew he should have been scared, but he couldn't help but be in awe of the creature. He watched as the fish swam away, and then he decided to follow it. He had to see where it was going, and what it was doing. He kept his distance, not wanting to startle the creature, but he stayed close enough to keep an eye on it. He followed the fish for what felt like hours, and eventually it led him to a small cove. The fish swam into the cove and stopped. The fisherman watched in amazement as the fish grew even bigger, until it was easily twice its original size. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. He knew he should be afraid, but he was curious to see what the creature would do next. He watched as the fish swam around the cove, seemingly exploring its new home. Eventually it stopped and seemed to be settling in. The fisherman was about to turn and leave when he heard a noise coming from the water. He looked down and saw another fish swimming nearby. It was an exact replica of the first fish, only this one was much smaller. He realized the fish must have been a baby, and the bigger fish must have been its parent. He watched in amazement as the two fish swam together in the cove. He knew he should probably leave, but he couldn't help but be fascinated by the scene in front of him. He stayed and watched for a while longer until the two fish eventually swam away. The fisherman returned home that night, filled with wonder and amazement. He had seen a creature that had been mutated by the fallout, and he had seen a creature that had grown bigger and stronger than any other fish he had ever seen. He knew he would never forget the sight of that Goliath fish. Yay, the end. Oh right, yeah, I have to do this stuff now. Like, comment and subscribe. And please watch my other videos and comment ideas on stories.